Hello everyone, good afternoon, or should I say good morning, because it's time to wake up, because this is episode 1 of my quadratic series, how to graph quadratics. Today, I'll be showing you how you can graph these thingies, these parabolas as they're called. But there's some prerequisites you'll need to know before getting to know this. First, you'll need to know the standard form for a quadratic. The standard form is a anything times x squared plus b any integer times x plus c, which can be any integer. And a, b, and c can be any integer as long as a does not equal 0. Next, the axis of symmetry and its formula. The AOS is the line where the parabola splits equally. The formula is negative b divided by 2a. As we know, b is this integer being multiplied by x, and a is this integer being multiplied by x squared. And the axis of symmetry is this line that splits it equally. So here, it'd be 0. Now, let's begin. Let's graph this equation, 2x squared plus 4x minus 6. As we know from the standard form, 2 is our a, 4 is our b, and negative 6 is our c. So step 1, find the axis of symmetry by plugging this equation into the formula, negative b divided by 2a. We know that our b is 4 and that our a is 2, so it'd be negative 4 divided by 4. That gives us negative 1, so our axis of symmetry is negative 1, which means our parabola will split on this line that I've drawn on this graph. Our next step is to find our vertex. What is a vertex? The vertex is the very tip of the parabola. So here to find it, we'll have to plug our AOS back into the equation. So plug in negative 1 for x. So it'd be 2 times negative 1 squared plus 4 times negative 1 minus 6, which would give us 2 minus 4 minus 6, which is negative 8. And now we can plot our vertex, which is negative 1, negative 8 on this dot right here. Now that we know our AOS and our vertex, we can plot more points. You know how we just plugged our AOS back into the equation? Now let's plot some other numbers so we can build our parabola. So here we'll be plotting 1, 0, negative 2, and 3. Plugging 0 will give us 0 here, times 2, which is 0, plus 4 times 0, which is 0, minus 6. So plugging 0 will give us negative 6. But as you see here, I also plugged it in for negative 2. Why is that? Well, it's because our axis of symmetry is negative 1 and negative 8. So whatever happens on this side has to happen on this side because it's symmetric. Now we can plug in 1. 2 times 1 plus 4 times 1 minus 6 gives us 2 plus 4 minus 6, which gives us 0. And see how I also plugged it in for negative 3? Well, it's because of the axis of symmetry. Now we can plot these points and draw a curve through them, which gives us this parabola. We're done! Now, let's do another practice problem. 3x squared minus 6x plus 5. Step 1. Find the axis of symmetry by plugging this equation into the formula. We know our b is negative 6 and our a is 3. So that'd give us negative 6 divided by 6. 6 over 6, which is 1. So our axis of symmetry is 1. Now let's plug it into the equation. 3x squared minus 6x plus 5. Plug in 1. 3 times 1 squared minus 6 times 1 plus 5 gives us 3 minus 6 plus 5. 2. So our vertex is 1, 2. Now our last step. Let's make a table of the coordinates and make our parabola. Here we know that our vertex is 1, 2, so we can plot points around it. 2 and 5. Plugging in 2 gives us 5. And plugging in 0 also gives us 5. Because remember, it's the axis of symmetry. Now let's plug in 3 and negative 1. They'll both give us 14. Because if we plug it in, you can use a calculator for this. It'll give us 14. Now we can graph it. And we'll get this equation. And look, our AOS is 1. We were right. Thanks for watching. And hopefully you learned something. And if you want more practice, watch fellow YouTubers by searching up how to graph quadratics on YouTube. Thanks, and like and subscribe.